there, YouTube. This has definitely not taken 5 attempts to try and get the intro going because chat are being a bunch of little miscreants. Haha, no, that would have never happened. I would have never let my Twitch stream get the better of me. And you know what? You can get the better of me too if you decide to come over from the YouTube and join me live on twitch.tv/Makari almost every single day, because we stream every single day because this is my job. And I'm not saying that if you don't come over, I'll put you in the pit. But if you don't come over and join me, there is a sizable hole that I could throw you in. Now that the threats are out of the way, we've got a fun thing to watch today. The crossover you've all been waiting for. Just like how the Twitch chat and the YouTube comment section always cross over beating each other up. In a similar vein, that's what we're watching today. We are gonna watch HELLUVA Boss versus Murder Drones. Now, I want to put this out there. I was not a fan of Murder Drones. I thought it was a bit... Even by internet YouTube standards, this was... Murder Drones was a bit random, even for my liking. I've seen some footage of this, and the animation quality looks great, and they've got some good voice actors. And I like animation. And it's only 10 minutes long, exactly, which means it makes great mid-rolls. So it's a win-win situation. We get to watch some gorgeous animation, we get to have a giggle, we get to watch some fight scenes, and I get paid. And who doesn't love getting paid? So, Twitch chat, settle down. YouTube, keep being awesome. And let's get this. Oh, that's loud. Woo! Yeah! Okay. I know this isn't part of the video, but that's my aesthetic right there. Shadowy eyes in a hood. Mwah! Peak design. You know, actually, weirdly enough, looking at that, you would not think this wasn't Vivi Pop's design team.
HELLUVA Boss more hell's daddy issues.
That looks really cool. That's really on point.
Hey, are you the big shot
Daddy?
running this interesting joint?
Okay, the real question is, how close have they gotten the voices?
That's right. I am Blitz. The O is silent. What can I do for you today?
What? That's really good. If I didn't, like, there's a couple of little points with his inflections that are a little bit different, but that's actually nearly directly on point. Damn. They got a really good voice actor for that guy.
That's right. I am Blitz. The O is silent. What can I do for you today? Are we killing?
Nobody. In need of your expertise to get to the snowy exoplanet Copper 9.
Dude, this is the first I've ever heard of this, of Mora Productions. But they do some good stuff. Damn, the animation quality is nearly on point. Like, the style is almost endemic of Vivi's style. The actual animation quality is, from what I've seen so far, I mean, obviously, you can tell it's not got as big of a studio because you can kind of see...
In need of your...
I am Blitz.
Like, with these, like, this, like, little walking animation he does.
In need of your...
Like, that's obviously a tween. Like, you know, the actual motion of him walking, that's a little cycle. But him actually moving as a tween, that's like time-saving shenanigans. But dude, if you like showed somebody this and said, "Hey, this is an old like unaired episode of HELLUVA Boss," they might have believed you.
Expertise to get to the snowy exoplanet Copper 9. There's an underground bunker that I need you to
Aha!
take care of. You
Shenanigans.
blow it to smithereens.
Oh, wow, you guys live in space now? Let me guess, got stabbed by a unicorn, maybe? Unicorns are real, right?
What?
Yes, of course they are. I have one locked in my basement.
No, I dedicated the past
Don't
few
you
years
lie
of
to
my
this
life to my
poor imp. This imp wants to believe there are unicorns alive
However,
that exist.
One day, while en route to take a well-deserved day off, something unexpected.
Funnily enough, though, there's a level of depth to this like verses that's like so meta. You got to keep in mind the people who made HELLUVA Boss was with Vivi Pop. A lot of the original voice actors from Hazbin Hotel ended up then working for Glitch, the people who made Murder Drones. In fact, Michael Kovac is the person who voice acts one of the main drones. In fact, I think several of the original voice actors from Hazbin Hotel are in Murder Drones. So this is not only a crossover of the century, but this is a haha, gotta get you back for that. Very meta, very meta.
Happened. Yeah, I've no idea what the fuck happened. Point is, that bunker holds secrets I'm not
Yo,
inclined
that place
to
just
reveal
exploded.
to anyone
Listen,
in
I
that
might have
planet.
walked in with a bunch
So
of
you
C4,
better
but that was
ensure
completely
there's
unrelated.
No trace left behind. As for my sudden death, I don't really care. Jobs here are way easier and pay more.
Yeah.
That guy. Wait. Is that Sea Dog? Not Sea Dog. Is that Ludwig? That sounds like Ludwig. I feel like that sounds like Ludwig. Huh. I'd be interested to know who the voice actors for this are, legitimately.
Right. I'll handle the paperwork once I, figure out this Copper 9 tomfuckery. Just give me a few days, okay? Also, since this isn't what we usually do, and you can't get this kind of service anywhere in hell, the additional fees are gonna be...
So, okay, here's a funny thing. If you ever want to get into animation, do not try to lip sync directly to the dialogue. What they do, and you can kind of see it, that it doesn't always line up that well in this one at the moment, you use universal mouth shapes. Rather than trying to line up your mouth shapes directly to the dialogue, you do what is known as universal mouth shapes, which is a generalization of a mouth shape that covers a broad spectrum of linguistics. So an open mouth can be kind of connotated to a lot of different speech patterns. You'll notice that these mouth shapes, they're not very accurate, but they still give that imitation and perception or presentation that they are speaking appropriately to the dialogue given. It's a methodology of animation that was popularized from anime in the early 90s, early 2000s, and has become universal across all animation fields. And it's what allows anime to be dubbed from Japanese into English and still work really, really well. The universal mouth shapes allows for translation from all languages almost intrinsically.
Usually do, and you can't get this kind of service anywhere in hell. The additional fees are gonna be very expensive.
Bloody hell.
That is definitely Ludwig.
All right, Eminem, we've got a job to do. Gather every explosive we have, we're gonna blow up a bunker.
Yeah, explosions, death, destruction, my favorite forte.
What's in the bunker, sir?
Okay. Voice actor check. How good are these?
Good use.
What's in the bunker, sir? Do we even know what we're destroying?
Who cares?
That's okay. I mean, it's not as bad as Angel Dust's new voice actor, but close enough.
Junk that the client doesn't want anyone seeing, and he wants it gone.
Blitzo is very good, though.
So, we're just gonna bring the boom without knowing what's inside?
Okay. I kind of like hers. It's a little bit more feminine, a little bit more soft, but it's not bad.
Count me in!
That's the spirit, Millie.
Yeah, these are pretty
Besides,
good.
who doesn't enjoy
They've got some
fireworks
decent voice
every
actors
once
for
in a
this.
while?
Well, if it's
Yeah,
what the
Millie-
client wants, let's get ready.
Moxie's voice definitely is probably the least on point, I would say. But they're very close. Like, again, if you were shown this, like, just randomly, you'd be forgiven for thinking that they were just having an off day.
It's not something we'll regret.
Yep, already regretting this.
Sir, why didn't the client mention anything about this freezing weather?
Yeah.
They have
The
given
more I
us-
listen to Moxie,
I
the less
don't
it's
know,
the less
heads up.
the less
I
I.
hope this bunker is worth the freeze. I don't see anything.
I know, right? How are we supposed
He
to
sounds a
find
bit too
anything in
angsty.
this-
Like, you know what it is? Moxie has too much balls. Moxie sounds like the average incel from university. The average emasculated individual. And this Moxie is far too charismatic and vigorous, I suppose. Oh!
That was easy.
Yeah, Moxie's got too much moxie to be Moxie, that's true.
These super cryptic coordinates are messing
Oh,
with...
that's really cool. Okay, so it's weird to see the murder drones in 2D. You know, we see these guys in... We did watch most of the early episodes of Murder Drones, and, you know, I love the aesthetic of Murder Drones. I just hate where the story went.
my head! Clearly whoever's behind this is hiding something very important.
That's
Uzi, we've been walking for hours. Don't you think we should head back?
That's Michael Kovac's
Sunrise
character.
is only a few minutes away.
But we're so close! I can feel it!
Or
Perhaps your little
Stupid,
treasure
sexy
hunt
robots.
thing doesn't lead
I'm not
to
robot
anything, and we're
pilled,
just
you are.
wasting our time. We gotta stumble upon something eventually. Can you try and trust me?
Thing is, because of how these universes work, you could legitimately see this happening, which I think is awesome.
Now you're catching on. I knew it was you for brains.
Profanity.
Profanity? Not on my fucking
Well,
Christian
I
Minecraft
am
channel.
finishing it. Come on, let's.
Also, something to always keep in mind is how an animator keeps the personality when they bring it into their own style, which is kind of what I was mentioning with Moxie. Moxie's personality isn't quite like they haven't quite written Moxie the way he is in Hazbin Hotel in HELLUVA Boss. Sorry, everyone else seems relatively fine though. Oh shit! Who started a fire?
Thoughts.
Wait a minute, I didn't bring
Purple
any
thing is on
fireworks with me.
something. Catch you later.
All right, who's being the arsonist around here?
Gotta admit, that was quite a change of pace. But we do need to get back before we get spotted.
I doubt anyone will be living here. But yeah, sure, it's cold as fuck. Millie, you got the
Blitzo's
book,
personality
right?
right on point though. Uh-oh. Yo, who do you think's gonna win, guys?
You just
The little
made a
demons or the little
big
robots?
Fucking mistake.
Oh,
I'm
well,
putting my money on the
I didn't quite
robots.
hit the mark. I was aiming for.
Weirdly enough, I feel like sometimes the decision on who ends up winning here is who's the most popular. So if that's the case, I guess the imps will win. But if it was based on actual performance, yeah, you ain't stopping at murder drones.
the head.
You know, maybe we should hold off on shooting people as our immediate response. Let's try a
Because
different
that worked
approach.
so well for you in the first few episodes.
They blew up the place. They're clearly up to something.
Let's not rush to conclusions, okay?
Listen, just because the orphanage burned down and everyone died inside doesn't mean these people holding the Molotovs were the ones who did it. The fact yeah, you know what? I don't know where that analogy was going, but you get the point.
Pretty sure.
You two.
The point is,
stop
burn
it.
things, burn
As
everything.
for you twisted pyromaniacs. You better start explaining the cause of this fiery mess, or things are gonna get ugly.
Oh, it already did!
Jeez. They're demons. They literally choose violence at every opportunity. They're kind of their motif. I kind of hope the imps win. I much prefer Hazbin Hotel versus Murder Drone. I am pulling out the big guns.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
Anytime.
Wait, shit!
Yeah, that's that holds up. Yeah, N definitely wouldn't really be part of the fight, that's for sure.
Oh, come on, I thought we were pals.
The only one you'd really have to worry about here is her. Go on. Was that a Five Nights at Freddy's reference? Was that a Five Nights at Freddy's scream? Oh my god. Now that's a crossover I'd love to see. Just throwing some animatronics in this. Very well animated fight scene though. There's some little, there are some little things that I'm seeing with the animation that I can see have been done to save time and everything, but this is really well made. I don't know how many people this guy has working on this animation, but if it's just him, they've done a really good job. I like this.
Whoopsie doodles. Uh-oh.
Scary how good of an animation you can get in this day and age. Even from like singular people or small studios that are better than 90% of what you get on TV. I would instantly prefer to watch this kind of stuff versus most of what's on TV these days. Ooh, ouchies. Oh, no head?
Ah, shit.
So I'm gonna presume that her dying, he's gonna get beat up, and then the other girl's gonna come by and go Super Saiyan.
Quit hiding!
Yeah, she's probably gonna go all glitchy.
Suck it, Paramore!
Yeah, I kind of figured. See, that was the thing with murder drones. I never truly there was never It was so nonsensical. Nothing made sense. And I know that's not the point, but you can still make nonsensical stuff at least be understandable. Murder Drones is just like all over the place.
Might.
Nice bit of compositing. Good, good, good. Get him, Blitzy! Fuck him up. I'm not saying I'm biased here, but I'm biased. See, what it was with Murder Drones is that they weren't following decent rules of storytelling, and it really negatively affected the show in the later episodes. Like, they just started... So here's the thing. If you're telling a story, you need to set up the rules of your universe from the word go. The problem is with Murder Drones is they kept putting in new things and random bollocks later in that made no sense. And it becomes very jarring and hard to follow along when by episode like 3 or 4, you're putting in new rules to your universe. Yeah, Murder Drones, animation and art-wise, Murder Drones was great. It's just the story was all over the place. All right, who's gonna save them? Come on, Alice, please tell me. My boy! My stupid, sexy owl boy! Blitzo. So, we'll call this a draw, yeah? Is that it? Oh, come on! That's no... Okay, we're just gonna say that the imps won. Like, I'm gonna say if we totted up who came out the worst from all this, you know, the imps were beaten up a little bit, but let's face it, the drones kind of got their ass handed to them. But unfortunately, the imps, much like their regular lives, they just ain't getting paid for this. The imps might have won the fight, but they didn't do their job. They did not succeed their mission, and therefore they're not going to get paid, which might as well be the same thing as dying again. Well, damn, that was a pretty damn fun little animation. I'm glad I got the chance to watch it, even if this doesn't do too well on the whole YouTube side of things. I'm glad we got to watch it together, because I'm an absolute soul when it comes to good animation quality. And to be fair, you know, I always enjoy things from their Hell of a Boss franchise. So if you guys have enjoyed this, please make sure you drop by the Twitch side of things sometime. If you are from Twitch, well, you guys are pretty baller as it is to have put through this in person. And I will see all of you guys in the next React Andy content. Catch you later. Bye!